It's Tomb Raider Tuesday, lovelies! Coming at you hard, fast, and dual pistoled for a double bill here on the Tuesdayest day of the week. Aside from, of course, Tuesday Squared, the cataclysmic 366 entry on the calendar, created when my mortal enemy, the sea-bound warmonger Gilstreak, tore a hole in reality with his dread super weapon, the Large Haddock Collider, releasing the rest of his aquatic acquaintances from their prison between worlds, the Loch Ness Mobster, the Fragnostic, Lord Boatface. My goodness, that was a long, soggy Halloween, but I'll save that epic for another time, Crusaders. Today, we're breaking out this damn oil rig the only way we know how, by clambering all over the fucking thing like some giant double D cupped spider, blasting its hapless employees through the chest with a military-grade arsenal here in Stage 6, the diving area, before we plunge into the black depths of the ocean itself over in 40 fathoms. Now, don't you get used to these twin episodes on Tomb Raider Tuesday. Don't get to be spoiled precious princesses wailing for more Lara than your bellies can hold. You'll rupture your bowel! I just want to get these bloody sea levels out the way as quickly as time will allow, quite honestly, lovelies. There isn't a set of stages in the entire franchise that bores the honest-to-goodness Christmas spirit out of me like second quarter of Tomb Raider 2. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that by this point in the game, we haven't gone into any, actual tombs. Kind of flirted with the idea back in the Great Wall, but oh no, a rotten wooden gate. We'll never get past that. Not even with a grenade launcher we just murdered a pair of T-Rexes to get hold of, so off you go instead to Venice. Off you fly to an oil rig, like, I didn't know what was coming after this the first time I played it, obviously, but for all I knew, we could have been raiding a shopping centre, or had a level where you had to queue at the fucking DMV. I mean, Tomb Raider 3 had its share of decidedly unarchaic settings, but it started off properly with some Indian ruins, and you could choose where to go afterwards, so yeah, you went to Area 51 at one point, but it almost felt like it was your fault for picking it. Almost. Anyway, diving area is a touch more interesting than offshore rig, if only because there's more Fiamanera filth scuttling around to gun down. 34 to be exact. Thugalicious. You get to see the first time Lara changes her in-game outfit in the series at the end of this level as well. Not counting that time at the start of the original Tomb Raider when she threw away her woolly hooded shawl thingy. I'm not great with the names of types of clothing. My wife was trying to explain the difference between capri jeans and crop jeans to me last night, and if those two types of jeans ever become sentient through some sort of curse or haunting, one of them attacks me, then I've got to go to the police station and pick them out of a lineup. There's a solid 50% chance that the wrong pants are going to death row. Solid toss of a coin, that one. Your pants look alike to me. Oh yeah, and of course, there's Lara's alternate costumes from the training levels in Croft Manor, but they don't count, do they? Not really. I don't think so. First games were practically pajamas. Jammies don't count. Although, useless trivia time again, and I mean, isn't it all? Lara's outfit for the training stage in this game closely resembles what she was wearing in the concept sketches for her original character design, back when she was shovel-faced South American mercenary Laura Cruz. We went through that back in an episode of the first Tomb Raider. Don't ask me which one. Can't recall what pitiful bullshit I was rambling about 5 minutes ago, let alone Christ knows how many months back. You'll have noticed we just climbed up what you'd have to say was an unnecessarily tall ladder there, and you'll be overjoyed to hear, I'm sure, that we have to climb the fucking thing again in a second. The blue keycard door is behind us here, but the blue keycard itself is below us. Damn you and your tiny plastic bullshits. Well, you say tiny. Look at the size of that goddamn thing. It's... Jesus Christ, it's at least as big as one of your legs. It's like a fucking novelty check. Look at Lara's tiny backpack where she supposedly keeps all of this shit. She must have hollowed out part of her spine to be able to fit everything in. There's a grenade launcher and about 800 pounds of ammo in there somewhere. Fuck me dead, we'll have an M16 to go with that in a little while here too. Back up the ladder. Hooray. Thankfully not all the way from the bottom. Still one of the shittier sections of level design in the game, I feel. Really fucking hate being made to backtrack between point A and point B without anything in the middle to split it up. Just unimaginative and tedious as all hell. Talking of unimaginative and tedious, thought I'd have to commentate this monstrous ascent with a history of fucking ladders or something, but my mindless warbling about killer genes has seen me through another tight spot here. Although I can tell you, one of the earliest depictions of a ladder we know about is over 10,000 years old and can be found in the Cuevas de la Arana, or the Spider Caves in Valencia, Spain. A cave painting illustrating the adventures of two hunters using a ladder-like apparatus made of some form of primitive rope or shrubbery to apparently gather honey from a treetop beehive. Or just pick a fight with bees, maybe, who can say. It was 10,000 years ago. Our ancestors were probably still determining what animals and insects it was safe to fuck with. These dogs are just running distraction while the real threat sneaks up behind you here. No, not more dogs. There he is. A very warm welcome, please. To the flamethrower goon. If I do my job right in this stage, you will never see his only but very deadly attack. I'm sure you have a fairly decent idea of what it is. He takes his flamethrower, right, and he kicks you in the shins. Ooh, ow, you big bastard. That's gonna leave a fucking bruise, that is. Son of a bitch. No, he does, of course, douse you in sweet, purifying fire, and he only ever seems to show up in places where there's no water to put yourself out with, making him maybe the one halfway tactically astute enemy in the entirety of Tomb Raider 2. He's also got some real range on him, longer than you'd think, actually. We were just on the edge of his firing cone when he went down in the corridor back there, making him yet another example of flamethrowers in gaming being amazing in the hands of your enemies and an utter liability in your own. You can't take it in this game, mercifully. Good lord, give him a chance. Just got around to rendering skies into their levels. Man, I'm actually kinda sad I didn't get in on my ladder trivia now. I actually put some research in so I had something to talk about while I clambered up that fucking monstrosity. I had industrial accident figures, the tallest ladder ever constructed, all sorts of laddery goodness, the origin of the word ladder. If that didn't see me through, I was even gonna run a competition to win a fucking ladder. Such was my desperation. All that's gone now. Lost until it comes up in a pub quiz or something, which I'll never go to. There's always someone better than you at a fucking pub quiz. Really gets on my tits. You know they're cheating. You know you're the smartest motherfucker in the room. But that's the thing, isn't it? They're obviously not more intelligent than you. They're a damn sight better at deceiving the landlord. I could quite easily stroll on over there like, hey, how's it going? You sure killed the first 2 rounds there, didn't you? My compliments to you and your ta-ha! Flip the fucking table over to reveal their elaborate wireless ham radio set up with a dude outside in an unmarked van feeding them the right answers, but you know that ham radio's not gonna be there, don't you? They're cheating in some other way, and now, well, now you're barred and you can't prove anything. One day they'll slip up. They're not smarter than me, they're just watching more of those magic tricks revealed shows on Fox. That helicopter has long been a subject of debate in Tomb Raider fandom. Who's flying it? Where did it come from and why? The minute you get close to it here, it flies away so you never get the answers you seek. Coward! I mean, I always just assumed it was dropping more men into the rig because Lara's racking up something of a body count here, but couldn't be the obvious answer, could it? There's always got to be a tin hat conspiracy behind it. More fun with the burners to come here. Switch on the right turns off the first burner, switch on the left takes care of the second. Now they're supposed to be on a timer, the idea being that you got to get down to the end of the corridor and grab the machine chip at the end with a series of elaborate jumps before they reignite, but this is the way I've always done it. and you get just enough time to grab the M16 and haul out of there before the flames come back. I guess if you're a lesser raider than myself, or a tomb lamer, as I like to call you sneeringly from behind my keyboard, fingers lightly dusted in Cheeto crumbs, you'd need a few more seconds than that, but me, I know how to handle a real woman like Lara. Stupid tomb lamers, pay attention. If you jump while running, you can shave precious milliseconds off your travel distance. Lesson over. Think I'm giving you tomb lamers all my genius secrets. You're as retarded as those idiots from Sega that rejected my custom fedora design for Sonic the Hedgehog. God! Why is everybody such a stupid cock? Except for me. Flamethrower dude number 2 right this way. He's in much closer quarters this time around, and he's got a little friend backing him up too. Get straight across to the other side and kill his buddy on the journey over. He's hard to the left of you as you run in. Ooh, nearly, motherfucker. Alright, we've got the Jade Dragon at the bottom of this pool too. If you run at this control panel with some purpose, it will pop open and reveal a hidden switch, which in turn will remove the grate shielding the dragon. Harpoons to grab before we jump in there though. As much as I fucking despise using the harpoon gun, we're gonna definitely have to on the next stage if we want all the kills, and ammo is somewhat scarce for it. I'll just bait the frogmen out before I take it here and cut down on some waiting time. It's not even a fucking harpoon gun, is it? It's a spear gun. Took them until Underworld to fix that. I don't care if I'm being pedantic. I'm running out of shit to talk about on this boring goddamn level. It's just... oh, I'm so glad there's barely anywhere I actually have to use the harpoon gun. Slightly better in Tomb Raider 3. Marginally stronger. But besides being an utterly feeble, unwieldy piece of shit, it's also the only gun in the game that needs to be reloaded after multiple shots. Obviously you got the shotgun and the grenade launcher, because they're not so bad, because their reloading time kind of falls neatly into their rate of fire anyway, but goddamn harpoon gun needs reloading every 4 shots. Every 4! You know what, I'm going to save this for the next stage, because you're just going to think I'm moaning for no real reason until you see it in action for yourself. God, the layout for this entire place is dog shit, isn't it? That's really the problem once you transpose Tomb Raider's design aesthetic from ancient tombs into modern day environments. Tombs, you can believe that there's going to be a switch to open a door irritatingly placed 200 meters and 30 feet up away from the door itself, because the tomb's built to be a trial or to protect something. But here, on what's supposed to be an operational oil rig, just comes off like the architect of the place designed it to see just how much you really want that fucking oil. How hard you gonna work for that black gold, Marco? You gonna jump? You gonna climb, Marco? Did you know there's a Tomb Raider board game? 2 Tomb Raider board games actually, one for Underworld, one for Angel of Darkness. I had no fucking idea until yesterday. I love board games. Don't get much of a chance to play them now, sadly. Mrs. Fraggers tried to organise a board game night for us and some of her friends, but well, I won all the games on the first night and maybe taunted them too much about it, and now they won't come back. Don't look at me like that. They'd do exactly the goddamn same if they possessed even a smear of my tactical genius. They just had their pride uppercutted out of their fucking bodies harder than they thought was possible that night, and it broke them as people. They all tried ganging up on me at Monopoly. Too late, motherfuckers! While you squabble amongst yourselves, dividing your insular economy that you've created, I've seized control of Old Kent Road, Whitechapel, and the train stations. That's all I need. Siege time, you sons of bitches. Alright, not much further to go here. It's mainly backtracking from this point on. Gotta go all the way back to where that helicopter ran away from us, dropped through the floor. Well, there's another flamethrower guy waiting. Talking of shitty flamethrowers in games, as we always seem to wind up doing. Has anybody played the re-release of Turok 2 Seeds of Eve? Ah, shite, I forgot about you. Oh, fucking hell, that dog's put me straight over his bloody dog knee and spanked me, hasn't he? Not the amount of health I wanted to be heading into this next area with. Not by a distance. For fuck's sake. Your third and final flamethrower guy is lurking in the room just across the way here with another escort. Only one of the goons with a billy club this time. Alright. Come get me! Good night. Here he comes. Fuck you! Oh god, it's all gone wrong. Get the... Mercy, what happened there? Second machine chip. All yours for the taking. That is one of the dangers of using the tactic of rolling inside your opponent's turning circle. Lara has a strange knack of getting stuck on the character models like they've been velcroed together, which is called a ponytail in their belt or something. She winds up getting dragged around for a bit before she'll come loose. She does it on dead bodies occasionally too, especially the dead barracudas in the next level. So ends the placement of one of the absolute stupidest fucking places this franchise has ever deemed to put a key, or a key card, or just any kind of item at all, really. The fuck were you doing? Torturing it? No, Mr. Card, I expect you to die. What are you doing? Just a bit of pick-up mopping to do now before we leave. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, flamethrowers. Has anybody played the latest re-release of Turok 2 Seeds of Evil? Did using the flamethrower in that still make the game run at like 10 frames per second? Good. You deserve it. You should be using the bow and nothing else. Oh boy. Another stage we've finished up, barely clinging to life here. I wish I could tell you that this is a freak occurrence and I normally boss this game, but honest to God, I barely scrape through this the majority of the time anyway. This is a hard fucking game to run without medipacks. Alright, we're going to be quiet in a second here because there's an interrogation going on. And you can hear Marco commanding his troops to put the screws on. The cutscene at the end of this stage is kind of lengthy, so we'll talk about it properly as we charge around in 40 fathoms because there's not a lot going on in that one either, really. Here we go. Right down here and around the corner.
Blood or answers. I have no preference. You should spill a bit of both.
Okay, Marco. Glad to have your heart. What do you want? Come on, stick to your stomach. Tell me, where in monastery should we look? Brother?
That's quite enough, that, motherfuckers. There we go. Alright, stay away from the monk on the ground for the time being because going on over to him is going to trigger the cutscene and end the stage prematurely. And we're still down a golden dragon here. There's your regular shit ton of Uzi ammo to keep you going. Do enjoy it. The two turds we just wasted don't have any pickups, so you can go ahead and leave now.
Oh, you are not one of them.
But you are a monk.
Brother Chen Bakang. You have come for me. I saw bright lights around me.
That was gunfire. I think it was them who got taken away by it.
But you are my guide, my path beater to a next incarnation. I have done my time here, haven't I?
What are you doing here, in Marco Bartoli?
Nothing. I led righteous life. Here for reasons rooted only in necessary evil. As my father was before me when he bombed Gianni's vessel deep into these waters. Now I'm here, was here, to prevent his son from salvaging the Seraph.
The Seraph?
You not know my life's work well. You sure you're not here for them?
Their Jackanory days are well over.
They want the Seraph to unlock a malignant treasure we contain in our monastery in Tibet. Since being stolen by imbecile vagabonds centuries ago, we've been without key to it. relying solely on cleansing of our prayers to keep it subdued. Then the occultist Gianni Bia acquired it. Trouble we knew. He breathed life back into ancient belief. One not to be stopped by any amount of head bowing. And now again, it is here. Marco, infected with madness. He has violent mind, but not yet the power to satiate it. So, we reach for our weapons once more.
The true detox of evil.
Where can you be taking me? Thought this was my big break. Guess changes have put us rest. Oh, I need one.
There you go, like all cutscenes in Tomb Raider, vital plot surrounded by confusingly scripted garbage. Meet me back here in a bit for 40 Fathoms and we'll cry about it together, yeah?